With respect to automation, my feeling is that, and we'll see, but it is more likely that AI is going to create more jobs. And in the near term, the question is, what's the definition of near term? And the reason for that is the first thing that happens with productivity is prosperity. And prosperity, when the companies get more successful, they hire more people because they want to expand into more areas. And so the question is, if you think about a company and say, okay, if we improve the productivity, then they need fewer people. Well, that's because the company has no more ideas, but that's not true for most companies. If you become more productive and the company becomes more profitable, usually they hire more people to expand into new areas. And so long as we believe that there are more areas to expand into, that there are more ideas in drugs, there's drug discovery, there are more ideas in transportation, there are more ideas in retail, there are more ideas in entertainment, that there's more ideas in technology. So long as we believe that there are more ideas, the prosperity of the industry, which comes from improved productivity, results in hiring more people, more ideas. Now, you go back in history, we can fairly say that today's industry is larger than the industry, the world's industries 1,000 years ago. And the reason for that is because obviously humans have a lot of ideas. And I think that there's plenty of ideas yet for prosperity and plenty of ideas that can be begat from productivity improvements, but that my sense is that it's likely to generate jobs. Now, obviously, net generation of jobs doesn't guarantee that any one human doesn't get fired, okay? I mean, that's obviously true. And it's more likely that someone will lose a job to someone else, some other human that uses an AI, and not likely to an AI, but to some other human that uses an AI. And so I think the first thing that everybody should do is learn how to use AI so that they can augment their own productivity. And every company should augment their own productivity to be more productive so that they can have more prosperity, hire more people. And so I think jobs will change. My guess is that we'll actually have higher employment. We'll create more jobs. I think industries will be more productive. And many of the industries that are currently suffering from lack of labor, workforce is likely to use AI to get themselves off their feet and get back to growth and prosperity. So I see it a little bit differently, but I do think that jobs will be affected. And I'd encourage everybody just to learn AI.
This is appropriate. There's a version of something we talk about a lot on Acquired. We call it the Moritz corollary to Moore's Law, after Mike Moritz from Sequoia.
Well, and Sequoia was the first investor in our company.
Yeah, of course, yeah. The great story behind it is that when Mike was taking over for Don Valentine with Doug, he was sitting and looking at Sequoia's returns, and he was looking at fund 3 or 4, I think it was 4 maybe, that had Cisco in it, and he was like, how are we ever going to top that? I can't, Don's going to have us beat. We're never going to beat that. And he thought about it and he realized that, well, as compute gets cheaper and it can access more areas of the economy because it gets cheaper and can get adopted more widely, well, then the markets that we can address should get bigger.
Yeah.
And AI, your argument is basically
exactly
AI will do the same thing.
Exactly.
This cycle will continue.
I just gave you exactly the same example, that in fact, productivity doesn't result in us doing less.